Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot. So we're taking a look at what is going on for the 19th to the 26th of September. Just to let you guys know, if you've already missed the memo, there has been someone out there who has been cloning my channel, okay? Please make sure that you're watching my readings on my channel, and my channel will always be Phoenix Keia Tarot, okay? So if you find my readings on a strange channel name that's like Nina Tarot or anything like that, then it's going to be stolen content, okay? Right, so we're taking a look at your situation, your inner world, your blind spot, what it is that's working against you at this time and what is working for you. And of course we'll be doing the guidance and healing messages as well. Right, so your strongest overall message is isolation, and it's come out with the situation being defense, right? Again, this has been going on quite a lot for a lot of my signs this week. There's been a lot of bullying and intimidation that's been getting thrown around, okay? So I am feeling this similar sort of energy for you as well, Gemini. And your response, I feel, to this incoming threat is to put yourself in voluntary isolation, because that's your strongest overall energy, okay? Something about this situation, it feels like you don't quite have the energy to fight back. It's not because you're a coward or weak or anything like that. It's just literally, you know that this situation, it isn't worth your time for you to get angry, upset, and to, you know, fight back in that way. So this is taking that voluntary isolation away from the person or the situation so that you can think clearly, right? Because when you can think clearly, then you're going to be able to think of a plan, think of something smart. Right, so I'm going to get the tarot out and we will clarify that defense for your situation. So can we have more information, please, for Gemini? September 19th to the 26th. What's this defense for Gemini? Oh, okay. Six of Cups and the Page of Swords. It's that Six of Cups there for me. It's throwing a bit of a curveball into the situation. Because Six of Cups is past, it's memories, it's nostalgia. It can be close connections with people. So I need to find out for certain what this Six of Cups is. Can you tell us about the Six of Cups? Gemini, why it's coming out as defense. It's like you're having to defend something, or you feel like you're having to defend something that happened in the past, a decision that you made in the past, right? And it's clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. So you made a deliberate choice in the past, and I kind of feel like it is recent past rather than distant past. So you made a choice in the recent past. You're definitely sticking with it, you know, as you should. That is your right. There's an individual here who's been really argumentative with you. And I kind of feel like they're trying to manipulate you into you changing your mind. And your reaction to this is, I'm not going to fight with this person. It's a waste of my friggin' time. It really is just a waste of my time here. Can you tell us more about this energy? Yeah, because they're not going to listen. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what logical arguments you come back with this person. Anything and everything that you say and do, for them, they're always going to find something, right? They're always going to find something to complain about. They're just not going to listen. This is a very unreasonable energy here. Really unreasonable. What's this Page of Wands? It's almost like that individual can't quite believe that you have your own mind and that you're able to make your own decisions, right? What's this page? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Wands. But this was your decision. Whatever this is about, You've clearly made a decision here, Gemini, and it's gotten up someone else's nose. Like they have a great issue with you thinking for yourself, with you acting off of your own back. Yeah, I can totally see now why you've taken this voluntary isolation. Okay, right, so let's have a look at your internal world. Loss. Yeah. So emotionally, you having to now make peace with the fact that you are going to increase some sort of loss here, right? A strange message is also coming through here, Gemini. I feel like somebody is stuttering quite a lot. It's almost like you're at a loss for what to say, right? And that might be manifesting as a bit of stuttering here. Can you tell us more about this loss for Gemini? Internal energies, please. This loss for Gemini. That one's Saturn in Pisces energy. Yeah, Three of Swords. And that's come out squiffy. The painful realization that this individual, in spite of what they might say, they don't actually have your back. They're not actually supportive of you. I'm also understanding their energy as word salad. They say a lot of words without actually saying anything of any real substance at all. And again, that's why you've gone into isolation. This is Three of Swords. This is Three of Swords for Gemini. There's disappointing news here as well. The World, the Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Four of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So you thought that you were finally getting somewhere with this individual or with this situation. You thought, finally, great, we're making progress. And then they've turned around and done this. I kind of do feel like they've gone behind your back with something as well, Gemini. It's that World with the Five of Swords. So you're having to cut off a connection because this person cannot be trusted. Okay. What's this Wheel of Fortune with the Magician for Gemini? Thank you. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And the Page of Wands. And that one's come out squiffy. You've already had the Page of Wands. It's come out there. And it came out in the upright position. That's a lack of energy. That's a lack of enthusiasm. That's feeling tired, exhausted, drained. It's possible. I mean, I don't know if that's a member of your family there with the Ten of Pentacles, or if this is just a situation that's been going on for a really long time that is now draining you. It is exhausting you because you've definitely recognized that there needs to be change. You've definitely recognized that there is something that you can do about it with that Magician. What's this Four of Swords, Queen of Swords for Gemini? The Three of Pentacles. Okay. It's working with others. But I'm also getting the message here of you taking charge. to a certain degree. You taking charge of the situation. But in a strange way, I feel like you've been avoiding the situation. You with that Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, it's like you kind of knew that it was going to get to this point, but you've been avoiding it. Can you have some specifics for Gemini? What's going on? Like, what is this about? Two of Pentacles, off center. Feeling at a loss, feeling directionless. It could be changes to do with your career, or your financial situation's changed here. Somebody, I kind of feel like somebody's been avoiding their financial problems for a long time. I don't know if that's you or someone else that you've been dealing with, Gemini. You tell us more. Yeah, the World, off center. So somebody had grown accustomed to the way that they were living. Someone had grown accustomed to a very specific lifestyle. And I feel like you're needing to put your foot down. You're needing to put your foot down with this person. Like, we can't afford to do that anymore. We can't afford to do things that way anymore. Like, somebody's going to have to get another job. I'm also getting the message that something's getting thrown back in your face here, Gemini. Either way, you've been avoiding having a difficult conversation with a very specific person for a while. Okay, what's in your blind spot? Speculation in your blind spot. This one's Cancerian energy. And it's specific because it's Jupiter in Cancer. In your blind spot, I feel like your situation at home is going to improve massively. They're saying rapidly. Your situation at home is going to improve seemingly overnight here. What's this speculation in Gemini's blind spot, please? Five of Pentacles, off center. Yeah, you're on the road to recovery. You're on the path to recovery. And again, for some, this could be about finances. It doesn't have to be, but you are on the road to recovery here. In your blind spot. So you might just have assumed, well, there's not really much that I can do about this situation. I'm kind of stuck. Right? But in your blind spot, there's a solution here. There's an answer for you. Yeah, justice in the upright position. Positive karmic rewards here that's coming in for you, Gemini. Can you tell us more? Thank you. Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, yeah. In your blind spot, feeling more in charge of your own life. Feeling more in charge of your own destiny here. Especially with justice. So, some of you guys watching this, you've been thrown challenge after challenge after challenge, and it kind of feels like you've never really had a break. You're getting that lucky break here. That's what's in your blind spot. Okay, what's currently working against you at this time? Endurance. Interesting. Everything that you've had to endure. Okay, can you tell us more about this? for what is working against Gemini. Nine of Swords. Okay, so that's why it's worked against you. You didn't think that you had the strength, the power, the courage to continue to carry on. It was always this question of how long am I going to have to endure this bullshit for? The answer, Gemini, is not much longer. You're about to turn a corner here. Okay. That card there, even though it says it's Sun in Scorpio energy, it's very much reminiscent of the Nine of Wands in traditional tarot, which is you're almost there. You've just got to push yourself past or through this final leg of the journey, as it were. You're almost there. Like if you're running a marathon and you get into the final few 100 yards of the marathon and you can see the finish line, it's in your line of sight. And because you can see the finish line, it's at that point when you realize how sore your entire body is, right? And it's that mental thing of, I can literally see that finish line there. I cannot allow this physical pain that I'm feeling to have me crumble at the last 200 yards before I reach that finish line, right? Can you tell us more about this for Gemini? It's endurance. Thank you. The Six of Pentacles. That's a strange message, Gemini, because it kind of feels like what else has been working against you is you've been sitting there going, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? I must have done something. You didn't do anything to call this in. It just is. Sometimes life is just shit. And there's nothing that you did that encouraged any of this. From what I can see, anyway. So what's working for you? Nice. Status. Status. People think very highly of you. I want to say as well that this is a message about your own sovereignty, your own ability to make your decisions for your life. The Fool reversed. That's an interesting one because that's mistakes. So what's working for you is acknowledging any mistakes that you yourself might have made, but ensuring that you're not going to beat yourself down because of mistakes that were made, right? It's kind of like just reflecting back and going, yeah, do you know what? I did that thing over there. That was a fuck up. I shouldn't have done that. So do you know what? Next time I'm going to make sure that I don't do that again, right? With not holding any grudges against yourself, nothing like that, right? What else is working for Gemini at this time? The Two of Pentacles in the upright position. Yeah, getting things back on track, getting your finances back on track, getting your life back on track. Page of Swords, strength, Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, here's the thing as well, Gemini, that I will say with this. If you are tempted to perhaps lie to someone so that they're not going to worry about you, that's not going to be the way to go. Okay. I understand the reasons behind why somebody would do that, but ultimately you're being told that actually no, they would just worry about you even more. So it's best to avoid doing that in the first place, with the devil being there with the Ten of Wands, okay? So say, for example, if a member of your family starts asking you questions, oh, what's going on between you and such a person? Because the last time we spoke, you know, that there was arguments there about money, and that there was a lot of disagreements and shit going on. The worst thing you could do in that situation is go, oh yeah, you know, we fixed it, we sorted it, it's all fine, it's all hunky-dory, when in actual fact the opposite would be true, okay? Avoid doing that, because that's not going to do you any favors in the long term, okay? What's this Page of Swords with Strength for Gemini? What's this Page of Swords with Strength? Nice. The Magician and the Four of Wands. Yeah. I feel that this is you, even though it's not an ace. I mean, it's technically 4 aces in one, because it's the Magician. And I believe you've already had the Magician out someplace as well, haven't you? It was somewhere. I remember seeing it. I feel like you're building a new... It's either like a new foundation for your future through a new project. This could be moving home, or this is starting again with something. This is starting again with something for certain. What's this Fool reversed? A King of Swords off center. Okay. Interesting. King of Swords off center. And you got the Five of Wands at the bottom of that deck. Right. To clarify status. I feel like someone was worried about how they would look, or they were worried about how the situation would look. And so they have told untruths at some point here, to try and cover up for something else. So what's working in your favor, Gemini, is somebody coming clean. Somebody coming clean and then reinstating that high level status, repairing their reputation here. Again, could be you, could be someone else. Okay, so if somebody's, you know, been dishonest to you, Gemini, then they're going to be coming clean. And that, because they're coming clean, because they're putting their ego to the side here with their strength, that makes you see them in a much different light. And there's definitely an energy of understanding. It's like, okay, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what you did. I understand it. I don't condone it. I understand it. Right? It's kind of like that. I just can't figure out what side of the table you guys are on for this. I'm unclear if this is you that's coming clean, or if this is someone else that's coming clean to you. So again, you're going to have to take it as it resonates. But I'm telling you, as soon as somebody comes clean here, that level of understanding is going to come through really, really strong. Right. And yeah, I do feel like the trust in a situation is being rebuilt. It is. Clear as eggs is eggs. Somebody's fucked up here with that Fool reversed. Like, somebody has made a mistake. And I am understanding this energy as whoever it was that's fucked up, whoever it was that's made a mistake here, they're trying to make amends here. They are. This mistake has caused a huge blow up. It's caused a huge argument. It's caused a lot of trouble. That's for certain. And, you know, Gemini, the strange thing is, when I started off your reading, because I kind of feel like that's the same person that we saw right at the start of your reading, where initially there was pushback, there was denial, right? There was a severe lack of understanding coming from their part. I feel like this situation, it starts off really, really testing, but then as time goes on, more information comes through, Page of Swords, and with that newer information coming through, it brings a new level of understanding. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here, Gemini. You're going to have to forgive me. If I couldn't articulate that clearly, then I can only apologize, okay? I'm trying to articulate an energy that is foreign to me, okay? So please do understand that. Right, let's get you a healing message. What's going on for Gemini? Can we have healing and guidance for Gemini, please? Watchers. Transpersonal. Number 60. This one says serendipity, the observer or the witness, and transpersonal. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause and get off the treadmill. Take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not getting caught up in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or an opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Right. See, that's the thing. This situation at hand is incredibly testing, right? Emotions are running high. There's a very real risk that certain words are going to be said that cannot be unsaid, right? This is that type of situation where the genie cannot be put back in the bottle, right? So that's why the guidance is coming out here, Gemini, as be very, very careful about what you say and what you do next, okay? Because there is no putting that genie back in the bottle. So in the meanwhile, because it clearly is a highly emotional time here with that Three of Swords coming out squiffy, the best thing to do in the meanwhile is to find a healthy channel, a healthy outlet for that pain, for that hurt, for that disappointment. Okay. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and step away from the anthill that's in front of you. Others might think that you're simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others, so let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. Yeah. I did very much suspect that this isolation as your strongest overall energy, that was a voluntary isolation. And that's a smart move, because that's literally what this energy is telling you here, to step back. The Watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day, rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Okay, things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. So literally, Gemini, that's saying, look, if you were to do anything right now, you run the risk of exacerbating the problem, of inflaming the situation further, rather than it actually helping. Right? Okay, so let's get a light-hearted, fun message with the shitty deck, just to kind of lighten the mood here a bit. Okay, if you want to do hot bae shit, you need to stop feeding yourself the basic boo shit. And be the chess player, not the chess piece. Shitty people only think about making moves that will only affect themselves, but good people make moves that can benefit the whole entire game. Yeah, so what's going to be a benefit for everybody involved here, Gemini, right? Yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If you feel like a personal reading with me is going to be of benefit to you, then you can visit my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.